Hi guys, I'm Angie. I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I'm married. I've been married for 19 years. Thank you. Fun fact, I'm extremely anemic. That means I bruise really easily. That's what my husband wants me to say. My husband hates that joke. He's like, people are gonna think I beat you. I said, no, they're not. Look at you, come on. I have a gay daughter. Thank you. She's poly-bi, gender fluid. Her pronouns are she, they. And I was like, can mommy just call you gay? Is that okay? I think it's more important that I know the whole title so I can answer it correctly if I get pressed on it. So if I say, I have a gay kid, and they go, oh, what kind? My other daughter is 6 years younger, and she came out as Christian. Now, my husband is atheist, and I'm agnostic, so we've not raised the kids in any kind of religion. But my husband's incredibly supportive of our gay daughter. He's like, anything you want, anything you need, we love you so much. But of our Christian daughter, he's like, everything you're feeling is a lie. They're telling you lies. When my 11-year-old was 8, she was dead set against swearing. She would hide swear words inside of other words. Like she said, Jessica's being a real obituary today, Mom. And we'd have to play like a guess the swear word game. She said to me, someone at school said the S word. And I said, poop. And she said, no, the other S word. So I said, a disparaging thing to say about Hispanics? And she said, what's that word? And I said, okay. Why don't we say the word one time, and then we'll always know that that's the other S word. And she said, slut. So I got down to her level, and I looked her in the eyes, and I said, babe, sex work is work. My older daughter was a very stubborn child. When she was 5, she decided she wanted to call her vagina her front butt. And her pediatrician was incensed with me. How could you not teach her the proper names of her body parts? And I said, look, lady, she's got her whole life to find out it's called a vagina. She's not gonna be 27 like fuck me in the front butt. My 11-year-old, she's very funny though. She tells jokes. So she was at the TSA agent counter with my husband, and the TSA agent said, what's your name? How old are you? Do you know who this is? And she looked at my husband, and she looked at the TSA agent and said, no idea. And I'm standing in a line over, and I'm like, it's not funny time. No, it's not funny time. She also said, I know you love me more than sis because I was planned. And it's true. She said, Mom, you tell abortion jokes. And I said, that's right. I'm an adult and that's part of my job. And she said, fine, because I'm a kid. Can I tell pedophile jokes? I said, tell me the joke. Let's see how funny it is. She said to me the other day, is there anything I could do that would make you not love me? And I said, no. And she said, what if I killed Dad? And I said, I would still love you. And she goes, what if I killed Dad and sis? I said, where am I during this murder spree? And she goes like this, I only have 2 hands. And I said, and Dad couldn't overpower the 11-year-old with a knife, apparently? I said, no, I would still love you. And she goes, well, if you did that, I wouldn't love you. So I have an out. Let's see. So I was trying to get the kids out of the house, and my husband was taking her fucking ever. So I said, what are you going to do if I die? How are you going to get these kids out of the house? And he said, that's second mommy's problem. And I said, okay. How soon after I die does second mommy come into the picture? And he said, 4 to 6 weeks, I'm not a monster. So I said, okay, what happens during this 4 to 6 weeks? And he said, well, how soon are you dying? Because if the kids are grown, it's not my problem. Which makes me want to kill myself so I can prove a point. I'm birthing a stone from my body apparently soon. I'm holding off on a gender reveal party till I know how it wants to identify. I assume it's male because it's giving me a pain in my back, my pussy, and my crack. Fucking applause break, like it. So my in-laws came to stay with us for 3 weeks. It's too long, right? I got so frazzled that I actually thought this about my 13-year-old niece who didn't close the basement door. You fucking whore. My mother-in-law passed away before the pandemic. It was fine, I didn't like her, it's fine. And this is the actual, I swear to God, hand to God, eulogy my brother-in-law gave his mother. My mother loved music. Footloose, footloose, everybody cut footloose. My mother was footloose and fancy-free. Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on, go play. My mother was an all-star. Party rockin' in the house tonight. Everyone's gonna feel all right. He did this with several song lyrics. I turned to my husband and I said, how soon can we talk about this? He said, in the car. So my husband and I have been talking about what we want to have done after we pass away. I want to be cremated. But I want to have my funeral in a bowling alley. And I want to be made into a bowling ball. And I want everyone to take a turn with me. And as they're rolling me down the lane, I want them to say what they would have said on my Facebook wall. Or I want my ashes spread all over a strip club stage, and I want the strippers just rolling me and be like, she's a good lady. Like over and over again. So I still have sex with my husband. I guess that makes me weird or whatever. I know. So the other day he says to me, like, have you ever thought about another guy? And he's only asking because he wants to watch porn. So I'm like, it's complicated. And he goes, well, tell me about it. So I said, okay, you're in the hospital and you're dying. And I'm sad. And you're like coughing up blood. And I'm crying and I'm like, I'll never move on without you. And you're like, no, I want you to move on. Then you die. And so we're at your funeral. And there's this guy who's been pining for me for 20 years for my improv class, and he shows up. And he's like, I should bring over pizza. And I'm like, yeah, bring over pizza. And then he comes over, and we're eating pizza, and then we start kissing, and he's like, it's too soon. And I'm like, no, he wants me to move on. And that's the first 20 minutes of the fantasy. And he goes, do you want to watch porn? And I said, fine. That's fine, put it on. So we're laying there. And he's like kissing my neck. And I look at the screen. And the woman has like 6 dicks in her face. And I say, what did her dad do to her? And my husband said, maybe it wasn't her dad, maybe it was her uncle. And I said, I don't feel like you're spending enough time with the girls. And he goes, you're talking about the kids, we're watching porn. And I said, I want to talk about this right now. And that's why we don't watch porn anymore. Do you ever accidentally give somebody a dick hand? Let me explain. Okay, let me explain. So I'm a freelance writer, so during the day, I work from home. And so oftentimes I'll walk the kids to school, and then I'll come home and take a shower and when I have the house to myself. Well, if I've been rabble-rousing the night before, I got dick hand. And here comes Jessica from the fundraising committee across the playground. She puts a little paw out in front of me. And I have 2 choices. I can refuse her handshake, or I can slap my husband's day old dirty dick right into her palm. And I don't want to refuse her handshake. Because, I don't want to be like, oh, I might have a cold, I shouldn't shake her hand, because then I might fuck up a play date with my kid. So I just took one for the team. I slapped my husband's dirty dick in her hand, hope she didn't smell her hand from here to the office. You know? So one of the jobs that I got recently was to write for a dick joke novelty t-shirt company. Yeah, it was like 60 shirts. They wanted me to write funny descriptions for the website. Fine, that's fine. They're terrible shirts though. I mean, by a show of hands, who here would wear a shirt that says "Big Clit Energy"? Right there? Nice. Oh, all right, he would. Nice. They were terrible t-shirts. But the one that got me, like really got me, it said, "My dick will put your ass to sleep." And I have questions. Now, I just want to know what guy or girl was getting dick fucked and just like took a nap in the middle. Like, could you imagine, like, babe, I can't sleep. Can you fuck my ass a little bit? Not in that aggressive way, in that like nice rockabye baby way that I like. Oh, I got the light. You ever take a shit so big your next thought is, I should weigh myself. All right, I'm gonna leave you guys on this one. So my baby sister Tony was born 4 months premature, and she was born with half a heart and one lung, and she had to live in an incubator for the first year of her life. And they said she wouldn't live past the age of 5. But she's 37 now, and she's a mom and a lawyer, yeah. So every year on her birthday, I call her up and I say, "You're supposed to be dead." You guys have been a really fun audience. Welcome back, Coolio, to your audience. I'm Angie McMahon.
Keep it going for Angie, everybody, yay! You guys are into dark and nasty stuff. All right. I don't know what kind of crowd you guys are. Let's get the show going, man. We got 3 more comedians. So right now, this guy coming to stage, he's a producer, actor, director, comedian. This guy does